Welcome back. Today is going to be something a little bit different from the other videos. Today I'm going to try to restore the color of these crossover. It's about a 15-year-old bag from Coach, and it was like the first luxury item that I bought Miss Corona, and it hasn't been treated well. It's been used a lot. She likes it. It was bought from the Coach boutique, like I said, at least 15 years ago. And so this is the first time that we're gonna give it a little bit of care. And the way that we're gonna do it is, I'm only interested in restoring the color of the leather, and I'm gonna do it by following some tips by from other YouTubers. And what I've seen them do is that they break the coating on the top by cleaning it with acetone. I'm gonna use nail polish for that. And once you remove the layer of coating and expose the leather a little bit, then you use your coloring, and I'm gonna use this. It's black from, I actually bought it from Hobby Lobby, and I didn't pay much attention to what type of color it needs. I just went for black, so just look for general black. She's not that picky on the color to restore it back to its original color. It actually bothers me more than it bothers her. So I'm gonna try to make it to my satisfaction, even though she's the one that wears it. So hopefully she won't get mad. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put masking tape on this on the branding, and then expose the leather with the acetone and let it dry a little bit, and then apply the dye. So there's gonna be a lot of editing, and stick around for the final result. Okay, so we applied the acetone, and it removed the glossiness, the glossy finish from the leather. You can tell that some of it is bleeded onto the cardboard, but it's no longer glossy, and I can actually see the leather be a little bit more porous. What we're gonna do now is we're going to apply the dye. So I'm actually done with the first coating. It was one coat. I try to make it as uniform as possible. I'm gonna let it sit for like I don't know, 10-15 minutes, and then I'll come back and apply the second coat. Okay, so we're gonna start the second coating. I'm gonna give you a tour on the first one. The color is more even. It still doesn't have any gloss because I haven't applied any leather finisher, but I just wanted to show you so far. There's still some parts that are a little bit wet. These are like the last things that I painted. So I'm gonna begin the second coat. Have to refill this. FYI, if you ever leave the paint sitting, it probably has some sort of alcohol and it's sitting through the cup. So don't leave the cup unattended, because otherwise it's gonna leak through the cup onto the your surface. At this point, this has been drying for at least 24 hours, and this is after 2 applications of this leather dye. From what I can see, the color is more consistent on both sides, and from what you can see on the cardboard, it does get really messy. So if you're gonna attempt this, make sure that you have a surface where you can protect your table. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to apply this leather finish. The reason I picked this is because the description talked about how after you apply this on the leather, you still have the softness, the texture of the leather. You can still feel it. There's other leather finishers that are very strong and they're water resistant and they're super glossy, and that's fine if you need that. But when you use those other leather finishers, you kind of lose the texture of the leather. And for an item that you actually hold a lot and you put your hands through it, I think it's important that you still feel the leather texture. And so that's why I'm attempting this. Now keep in mind, I'm not a professional leather craftsman or shoe cobbler or anything. I'm just a guy with a little bit of free time that just wanted to try something different, and hopefully we all learn from this video. So hopefully this works like it's advertised. I'm gonna try it a little bit on the strap, on the support, and hopefully we can get the result that we want. And if we do, I'm gonna proceed with the rest of the bag. Okay, so just gonna use a little bit of the finisher on this makeup pad and do the first applications. Actually, maybe we can do like a contrast. This is how it's starting to look, This is how it used to look. And the shine is a little bit better, and it's not exaggerated. So I like how it turns out. I suspect that it is covering from, it is protecting the dye so it won't come off. So I'm gonna go ahead and move forward and do the first coating on the rest of the purse. I'm gonna try to do it as uniform as possible. Actually, I'm doing all of this without Miss Corona's consent. So hopefully she likes the finish. Hopefully she's pleasantly surprised when I finish with this. You know what? Maybe I'll make it part of the video. I'll show it to her and see what she says. And then maybe you guys could see what happens when you work on your wife's accessories without her permission and without her knowing. I'm doing this in the garage, so she doesn't really know what the heck is going on. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit and then turn it around. Okay, so it's after reading the instructions, which I recommend you do before you start, it actually says that for deeper color, apply a second coat. So the first time, the first coat wasn't so generous. The second coat that I put on this, it was a little bit more product and a little bit more generous, and it's been sitting here for about 5 minutes. Actually what I think I should do is a contrast. Like, this is the side view, this is the treated side, and this is the untreated side. So I'm about to start working on this side and give it 2 generous coats. Okay, so I'm done with the second coating of the leather finish. I'm gonna remove the masking tape. It's fortunate that the branding didn't get stained, but actually this is actually a contrast of what the leather used to look like and what it looks like now. It's you can tell that it was damaged. It looks more like grayish. I thought I was done, but I have to go in there and maybe dye the inside of those letters, and then maybe put a little bit of finish there, and then polish it up. So what the instructions say, that after applying the leather finish, they recommend that you polish it a little bit. And so I just got like a little piece of microfiber rag, and I'm just gonna polish it a little bit and see. Yes, I can already see how nice and shiny it looks, like magic. I'm pretty sure that if you polish shoes before, you're already used to this type of results. I'm gonna edit a before and after picture at the end, so you can see. This might still be a little bit moist. So it might be too early to be doing this. So I'm just gonna let it sit like that a little bit. Wait for the last results. Okay, so after letting it dry for a good 15 minutes, I started polishing it, and I did manage to get that type of shine. The steel feels really soft even through the gloves. I had a little bit of trouble administering dye and finisher inside the leather, inside the branding, but I managed by using Q-tips. So that's it. Let me see what else I need to say. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit and then show it to Miss Corona, and then hopefully I can get her a positive impression from her. Okay, so don't you know what purse this is?
No, it looks small.
Yeah. So I took it about 2-3 days ago, and I've been working on it, and I gave it like a little rejuvenation.
I hope you didn't mess it up.
You can open it, you can move it.
Oh. It doesn't look faded.
I know.
It looks even shinier, because it was already like dull. Oh, looks good. And my mom wanted me to throw it away.
She did?
Yeah. She's all like, that purse is already too old. She just throw it away. But I like it because it's like a crossbody and everything fits and it's small.
I think we can get another 10-15 years out of it, if not more.
Oh yeah, and then you can redo this all over again.
Okay.
Cool. Did a good job.
Okay. Actually, one of the things that I did notice is that the leather is cracked, and I don't think there's a way to fix that. It was 15 years of neglect.
Well, used, not neglect, but of used.
Yeah. So hopefully you get to use it again a little bit more.
Well, it still looks better than what it did. You know,
Yeah.
like you said, you can get another 15 years out of it probably, but it does look way better because it was already like really faded. Instead of black, it started looking like gray. Yeah. So that's why my mom would be embarrassed when I would use it. And we would always be like, well, you should throw that away. You have other purses you can use. But I like how this one is so comfortable and small.
So you say I got it for you for Mother's Day?
Yeah.
I know it was a long time ago when we were like maybe just recently married. But I don't remember the exact date.
Yeah, but I like it. Looks good.
Okay, I'm glad you like it.